Hey, hello everyone. welcome. Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Brandon James Benson here with you. I've had this YouTube channel up for, I don't know, a few years, maybe 5 years at the most, probably a little less than that, but I've used it for various things, some projects called Gravel Road Information Technologies, GRIT, and that's providing social media and online services for small town rural communities, places like that where I live, Louisville, Nebraska. There's a Facebook page I run called Castastic. It's a play on words dealing with Cass County, Nebraska. Fantastic, put together. Anyway, it's a little way of keeping news and information out there for these rural communities and bypassing larger media outlets so they can promote their events and businesses, things like that. So I've used this for in the past, and I've migrated all that to a different channel. By the way, if you live in a small town, rural community, you're interested in how you can uh, do that stuff on Twitter and Facebook to help promote uh, all the cool stuff your small town rural area has, send me an email, send me a message. I will visit with you on how to make that effective and get a good brand going for that. And along with that, I also do smart speaker skills on the Amazon Alexa system. That's fun to do. I can walk you through that and show you how to utilize that for your community as well. Aside from that, most of you that know me know that I worked in the Nebraska legislature for 7 years. After that, worked with the Convention of States Project for about 4 months from January to April this year. That did not work out. They let me go for whatever reason. Out of the blue, I had no reason to think that was going to happen. No worry. They didn't give me any worry like that. I shouldn't say too much. I signed a NDA document with it, but whatever. Um, that was hard on me. It really was, because I'd really prepared myself working in the legislature for Senator Epke and working on Convention of States. I'd really prepared myself for that position, and it wasn't a guarantee that I'd get it. When she lost her election, her re-election bid last November, I was really scrambling to find something to do, and COS picked me up late December, and I started for them in January. So that was a blessing. Everything looked good, but not meant to be, I guess. So that's where I find myself. I've been working on some book ideas for a long time. The main one is called Change, The Pockets of Time. It's about a nickel that travels from the 1930s to present day. And along the way, it tells the stories of all the individuals that the nickel travels through, all the different pockets it travels through. So the actual tale is about those people, everyday Americans like you and me, and also some celebrities in there and some famous events. So that's been fun to work on. I got about 100,000 words put together on it, but it needs a lot of work. So been trying to work on that. But until I can get that going, and certainly there's no guarantee that you make a living writing, although I hope to. I'm looking for other work to do. I've been delivering packages for Amazon the past 6 weeks. That's pretty good. I'd like to find something better, but can't complain about that other than the schedule and the hours I work. So hardly ever get more than a day off in a row. Like to get 2 days off, which brings me to the next part of me. That's I'd like to talk about mental illness. I'm an advocate. I suffer from bipolar disorder. The shirt, really cool, bipolar awareness. Got the green ribbons coming out of a sunflower. Pretty cool shirt I found on Amazon. I should post that for you where you can find it. Anyway, Yeah, having dealt with that has been a challenge, especially when you're out of work. It really flared up on me over the summer. Uh, Manic episodes and a lot of depression, of course, would be expected naturally if with job loss and life changes, things like that. And then suddenly, I don't know, probably I don't know, late July, I started experiencing the mixed episodes, and that's where basically um, deal with the manic. That's the high point, and the depression at the same time. The way I describe it, it's like two trains going down same railroad track towards each other. So that's difficult to deal with. I'd almost rather deal with the depression than deal with the mixed states. But anyway, been seeing my doctors, trying to get uh, my medication adjusted right, and uh, what they bumped me up to a couple weeks ago seemed to uh, help a little bit. So go in the right direction. Also, got a thyroid issue, hypothyroidism, and that's all interconnected with mental issues as well. So just went in for a lab for my thyroid, and see where those where those levels are, and get all my doctors together, and piece it together and see if that helps. If I need any adjustments with that medication as well. Um, so spent a lot of the summer, typing in between job search. Uh, Tried to get a lot of family time. Spent a lot of time at the my in-laws' lake house in Cedar Creek, Nebraska. It's not far from where we live, and that was good to go there and unwind and do some paddle boarding and go out on the lake on pontoon and things like that. So that's fun. I also took the computer down there quite a bit. Did a lot of my typing on the beach. That's a lot of fun. Love doing that. Also did a lot of painting. That's something new I've been working on. I started a couple of years ago doing this, and we found all these old windows in our barn, and we noticed that online, like on Pinterest and stuff, people like to take old windows and use them as decoration. So we had all these. We tried to sell a bunch, couldn't sell them all, but the ones that we got, I picked out some of the decent ones. I started making paintings. I call them soul windows, so kind of play on words there. Uh, Multi-dimensional, couple levels of work there. So I started doing those, and I'll post profile some of the works I've done on those soul windows for you over the next coming weeks. I got one back here. This is the first one I did. I'll pull that out for you here. This one I did. It was not too long after I got diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and let's see, kind of a little bit of a yin yang thing going on there. It's got two suns. One's black. Wish you could see it better with the reflection there, but see the black sun over here on the clear window pane, then got a black dark background over here with the the clear sun. What's neat about these, and I try to design them this way, is that the reflection, or the shadow rather, when the light hits it, you can see the cool effect that the designs make on the ground. So with this one, obviously, if you're looking at the ground, see the shadow effect, you'd see the two different versions of the sun there. And mainly, I made that one just to reflect the nature of bipolar disorder. I think you can kind of understand the meaning there, the sentiment there, where you have the dark skies and clear skies, and sometimes even the sunlight feels dark, and then other times it's clear, and it's a light. You feel like a light shining through the darkness around you, especially when you're in that manic state, or hopefully in the baseline state, that normal area where I'm trying to get back to. Anyway, so this has been a lot of rambling on. In addition, I'm a big, those of you starting to get to know me, big Chicago Cubs fan. Not much to say about that after a disappointing finish this season. good luck. NL Central teams. I don't know if I want to cheer for the Brewers or the Cardinals, either one, but I don't know. Go NL. Go National League, right? Also a huge Iowa State Cyclones fan. Bad day for sports for me. Cyclones had a good comeback against Baylor, could pull it off there in the end, but boy, what a lot of fight in that team to be down 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Anyway, came back, actually took the lead, but lost on a last-second field goal there, so that was unfortunate. Oh yeah, some people have noticed me wearing this. People, I know this is something new. The bandana I've been wearing for the summer. So those of you who follow me on Facebook might have noticed that. So I started wearing this because I was on the beach doing painting, so I need something to put my fingers on, wipe the paint off. Also kind of just came part of me after that, just felt good. And then about a month ago, what I figured out is if I put some essential oils on it, there's this stuff my wife gets. It's called head soothing. I don't know what all's in it, but I put that on there. It feels pretty good. It helps me calm down, relax. So I love that. Boy, I could share a lot more, and I eventually will. But thanks for joining me. That's kind of an update where I'm at. Follow me on Twitter at Cornfield Surfboard. Look for me on Facebook. I have a Facebook page there. I'll post the links to all my social media so you can follow me on those. And me back here, love to talk more about faith and politics and mental issues and sports and writing and just better living and helping to make this world a better place. And I'll talk about some of the stuff in the background, like that Ronald Reagan picture up there. There's a letter to my family included with that. That's what that's all about. A lot of books, lots of stuff on my walls, stuff that inspires me. So I'd like to hear from you what inspires you, and maybe there's some stuff you'd like to share with me. Okay, good night, everybody. Have a